Hare Krishna and Dandatam everyone, except November resources. Thank you, Prabhuji, for the opportunity. I'm really not qualified, but the purification, you always being kind on me. Thank you. Today we will discuss the second verse from the Kevalashtaka, that is Ha Brahma Stamba Paryantam Sarva Maya Mayam Jagat Satyam Satyam Punar Satyam Harer Naam Eva Kevala. So in this verse, it is said that from the topmost position of Brahma, Brahma Stamba Pariyanta, to the insignificant position of blade of grass, right? Insignificant position of blade of grass. We think that everything this whole world is Maya, and the only essential truth is her holy name is everything. So in this world, the topmost position of Brahma to the insignificant position of Brahma. So this world is a world of duality. There are differences in this world, and what happens is, for example, if there is a one house which is one story building, and there is a one other building besides that which is 50-story building, then if we see from the ground, what we see is there is a lot of difference between the two. But if we see from the top position, if you are flying in the plane, we see that the difference is uh, not much significant, but it is not even noticeable. So this differences, the dualities in this world, right? Some are rich, some are poor, some are intelligent, some are not so intelligent, some are beautiful, some are not so beautiful. So what happens is, these differences create a worldview, right? A material worldview, right? That this that material things will give us happiness. So actually, from the position of Brahma, right? Brahmaji is not. Brahmaji is a pure devotee. Brahmaji is a founder of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, and the post of Brahmaji is not Maya. But what does Maya mean? Maya means we think that acquiring the position of Brahma will give me happiness. That is Maya. Means if we think that material things will give us happiness, it is Maya. So these differences, these dualities become the very purpose of our life, right? If we are not rich, the purpose of life becomes to be rich, right? It becomes life defining. If it is same in the same way about other dualities also, right? It becomes the very purpose of our life. And what happens is, not only we think that these things will give us happiness, we think that these things are only source of our happiness, right? Uh, but the problem in this world is, we think what we think that rising from the lower material position to the higher position will give us happiness. But actually, if we see, yes, poor people are unhappy, but if we see that those people who are not, those people are wealthy, they also have their own set of problems, right? So it is in the similar way. The anxiety is the biggest problem in today's world. The psychologists have also noted this as an anxiety epidemic. What happens? Why the anxiety happens? Anxiety happens mostly because of external insecurity, uncertainty. Like we are trying to catch a plane, and if you are running late, then whether we'll be able to catch the plane or not, right? That uncertainty uses anxiety. Similarly, what happens is, uh, actually the anxiety is actually not caused by only by external unhappiness, it is also caused by inner instability, right? In 19.33, Krishna says that this world is temporary and not a happy place. So you, uh, what you do is, you just, now that you have come to this world, you just worship me, uh, you just practice bhakti, right? So this does not mean that we don't strive for material happiness, sorry, material improvement. But if we think that only material, if that material improvement causes all our time and energy and all our consciousness, then that is the problem. Yes, the our existence is bidimensional. We are material side and we are spiritual side, but the material things cannot substitute spiritual things. Material things can't provide for us what spiritual things can provide for us. The this in this world, the one aspect, the failure in one aspect of life cannot substitute for the other. The success in one aspect of life cannot substitute for the failure in one other aspect of life. Like suppose a man is progressing a lot in his professional career, is getting promoted and promoted, but then his family is not neglecting his family, then that failure cannot compensate. It cannot be compensated by the success in his material life, right? Success in his professional life. So like that, these things are not replaceable. These things are two distinct things. And so similarly, we should, in striving for material growth, we should not neglect spiritual life, right? uh, Even if we acquire material things, whatever we want to achieve, we will not be happy or successful or satisfied or joyful, right? So this what is this anxiety predominates over the worldview that material things will give happiness, predominates our consciousness, right? We think that they will offer us happiness. They do offer us little happiness, but they don't offer us happiness as much we want. So we keep running after that. So what is actually Maya? Maya means this thing, this notion that this world will give me happiness. That is Maya, right? Uh, and majority of the cravings for material things is because is media imposed, right? So the media creates a propaganda which makes us think that we need these things, uh, right? We cannot live without it, but it is actually not the case. So while chanting, so Harir Nama Eva Kevalam. So while chanting, if our mind thinks about all these things, start thinking about all these problems, then that becomes another set of problem. That is, which is a bigger problem than the original problem, right? So what our minds do is, our mind tends to eternalize the problem. So we, rather than focusing on chanting, we focus on the problem, and we think that we uh, chant as if chanting is the means or of solution to the problem. But we forget the fact that chanting itself is the solution. So when we focus on chanting instead of focusing on the problem, we focus on the eternal aspects which can counter the temporary problem. What chanting provides us is, it provides us things uh, other than something to think about than problem. So our chanting, actually, what we need not give up so many things while chanting. Bhakti does not require that we give up everything else, but it just, what it requires is let everything wait. Means while chanting, we will focus only on chanting. We'll invest our whole consciousness in chanting, and let other things wait till that. Right? All other things wait till that. Right? Uh, so when we So this focusing on chanting with full consciousness will give us relief, right? Right. So this world is from Brahma Parikantam to the from highest position of Brahma to the lowest position of insignificant position of blade of grass. What does that mean? This means that not this world is Maya. The notion that this world will give us happiness is Maya. And real solution is absorption in Krishna, which will not only transcend the problem temporarily, but it will also, our thought will become also clear, and we will also become calm, and this will help us in long run, right? So such is the glory of the holy name. That is Harer Naam Eva Kevalam Santatyam Satyam Punar Satyam. That's why it is more stressed here, right? So such is the glory of the holy name. So thank you, Hare Krishna. All glories to Harinam, Harinam, and all glories to all the devotees. Srila Prabhupada, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Happy to be of your service.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for such a enlightening